Hello everyone, it's Nancy, and today we're going to be talking about something very interesting that all of us would like to hear about. It's about our mobile phones. So we're going to be talking about mobile phone etiquette and privacy. Okay, let's jump right in. What is etiquette? Etiquette is a code of polite behavior in society or among members of a particular profession or group. Yes, that's what etiquette means. And now what we want to talk about is the code of polite behavior on how you should handle your mobile phones. Okay, that's what we want to talk about. So let me jump right into the number one I have here is when you're trying to call someone. You call the person the first time, the person doesn't pick. You call the second time, the person doesn't pick. Please drop your phone and be patient. The person is probably not with the phone or cannot answer as at that time. Okay, so just be patient. The person will either call back or you send a text to the person. It's impolite for you to call somebody 10 times. Somebody will look at his phone and see 9 missed calls from you alone, 13 missed calls from you alone. Haba, like that's right up they spread around. Is your kidney with the person? Is the person holding your kidney or you want to get it by all means? Meaning it's only in an emergency you should make such calls. Okay, if it's an emergency you can call persistently and the person will know that this is an emergency. But if it's not, please, once the person doesn't pick, twice the person doesn't pick, drop the phone and be patient. Okay, number two, when you make a call to someone who does not have your number, you know you're calling this person for the first time, you have to first of all introduce yourself. Example: hello, my name is Nancy, am I speaking with Dio? Not hello, is this Dio? That's quite rude. So always introduce yourself first before you continue the conversation. Then then as you talk on the phone, talk calmly and clearly so that the person at the other end will understand you and you will understand the person. You hear each other clearly. Now, in the early days of when mobile phones were introduced into Nigeria, the tariff plans were high. So you would see us when we are making calls, you know, you want to rush everything immediately before your airtime will be over. Okay, so that time has passed. We now have beautiful plans, and there's even WhatsApp a call to use that you don't have to be rushing. Okay, so please talk to the person calmly and clearly. And with that, I will also add that you don't shout when you're talking on the phone, especially when you're in a busy place, when you're in a place where there are other people. Don't shout on the phone. Lower your voice. The conversation is between you and the person that you're calling, not every other person around. And that will lead me on to saying, keep your private. Keep everything private. Okay, a conversation that's not for public consumption, if you know you cannot lower your voice to talk privately, then please keep that call till you are alone. Is that clear enough? Okay. Now, when discussing face to face with someone, do not be on the phone. It's not proper. You're chatting with someone, you're talking with someone face to face, not on the phone. Now, face to face, human discussion, and you are chatting. Yes, I can hear you. Or playing game. It's rude. Or you're just, if you must pick a call, if you must answer something, take excuse. Ask for permission. Please, can I pick this call? Very easy, very simple, very easy. Okay, then I'll also tie that with, if your parents are talking to you, please do not be on the phone. Maybe you're making a call and your father or your mother calls you. Please, sorry, I need to call this call now, my mom needs me. You drop the phone and talk to your parents or elders, as the case may be. Okay, not only that, maybe you're in the marketplace. Let me say, for instance, you are in the mall and you are in the queue trying to go and make payments, and it's your turn, you're on the phone. Sorry, please, I'll call you back. Drop the phone and attend to your business. Talk to the cashier one-on-one. Do not get to that place where you are busy, then you get distracted. Maybe you will not hear what the cashier is saying, and you could even make huge mistake that could cost you more money. Do you understand? So please drop your phone in such situations. Okay, The next I'm going to talk about is stop calling people at odd hours. Yes, I know some of these network providers have given us night plans that are cheap, so want to make use of it by all means. You can do that with your friends, especially if you have done a pre-arranged meeting. You've told them, I will call you tonight. So do you understand? Not you are calling your dad, your uncle, your auntie, somebody else, your boss, in the middle of the night because you want to get cheap calls. That's not proper. Anything from 9, 10, 11 p.m., 3 a.m., 1 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m., such calls are only for emergencies. If there's no emergency, please do not call people late at night or at odd hours, okay? Next, we're going to talk about putting your phone in silent mode when you're in certain surroundings. For instance, you are in church, you are in the cinema, you are in a theater, you are in the hospital waiting room, for instance. Any of such kinds of places where you know that the sound of your phone, of your ringtone, can disturb the people around, put your phone on silent mode. Very important, very vital. The other day I was in the hospital, and a boy that was a teenager that was seated beside me was playing game, and I was not concentrating on what I was doing because all his sounds were in my ears. If you must even do that, put your earpiece. Do not distract other people with your own personal business. Do you understand that? Is that clear enough? Okay. Now, the next I'm going to talk about is, okay, libraries too. Do not forget libraries, public restrooms. Yes, do not go to public restroom and the person in the next cubicle can hear your phone ringing. No, it's not proper. Of course, you don't libraries. You need to be silent anyway. Then even restaurants. Yes, even in restaurants, you should put your phone on silent mode. Okay, so what about during classes? You are in class, put your phone on silent mode and do not pick your calls while you're in class. Yes, or you're in a meeting, do not pick your calls unless it's an emergency and you know it's an emergency, and that one you know you need to take permission before you go ahead with it. Okay, then there's this vital one. You're on the dinner table with guests, parents, family, friends, and you're chatting on the phone. No, that's a no. You don't pick up your phone at such times. At such times, you're supposed to enjoy the meal and have discussion with the people around you, okay? So at such times, keep your phone aside. All right. Now, avoid using your phones in public transportation. Yes, because when you make such calls, you can easily get distracted and miss your bus stop. For those of you who enter keke, bikes, buses, you need to be vigilant. You need to be cautious of your surroundings. So when you are busy with your phone, you can miss a lot of things, and it's also dangerous in the fact that hoodlums can snatch your phone away. So avoid it as much as possible because phone can be a real distraction. Okay, next we are going to talk about keeping your notifications in check. Yes, you know those notifications, WhatsApp notifications, Telegram, all your apps, all your social media apps, Twitter and the rest. Put them on silence, especially on silent mode, especially when you are in public places. Keep them in check. They shouldn't ring it. No, it's not proper. Okay. Next, you're talking to someone on the phone and a call comes through. Take permission before you put that person on hold. Oh, sorry, I have another call. Can I put you on hold so that I can answer that call? I'll be back in a few minutes. Or can you please cut the call? I'll call you back. Let me answer this call. Be polite. Don't just put the person on hold without the person's knowledge. Okay, it's improper. It is rude. Now, this particular one says avoid private topics or foul languages when talking on your mobile phones in public. Now I'm talking to Christian teenagers. I don't expect you to have to be using foul languages, okay? But you want to talk about private topics, please do that in your privacy, not in the public where everybody will know your business. You understand? So keep your private things private, okay? Keep your private calls private. All right. This is the most important as it has to do with safety. Very important, very vital. I'm going to stress it very well. Do not text and drive. Do not text and walk. Do not chat while you are walking. Do not chat while you are driving. If you are driving, do not hold your phone to your ears like this. It is wrong. It is dangerous. If you must make calls while you are driving, you either put your phone on speaker, or you use Bluetooth, or you use your earpiece. Anything like this is a distraction because you're only on one hand. If something comes up, you will not be able to maneuver. So it is dangerous. It's a distraction. Then for those that are good at, you're on the road and all, that's all you are doing, please stop it. It is so dangerous. A situation like that took place somewhere at the express junction not far from my area, where a lady with who went to do school runs, or was coming from school runs, was on the phone driving on the express, while another younger lady was on the road crossing and was, chatting away. And the lady with the car picked the other one. I don't know whether she survived it, but she was in a terrible state. Please, it is a dangerous thing. Do not chat, text while walking or driving. It is very dangerous. Then I'm going to add another thing to it. You teenagers are very fond of this one. You are walking on the streets, your earpiece, both ears are closed, and you are on the phone. Now when you do that, you will not hear anything that is taking place. Try, if you must listen to music while you're walking, put it only on one ear. Release the other ear so that you can hear it. Maybe when you are in danger, people shout, you will hear it, or you will hear the honking of a horn if you are in the wrong place. Do you understand? So please do not stuff your ear. Apart from the fact that you are actually trying to damage your eardrums, it is also unsafe as it can cause problems for you. So please avoid that so very much. Then do not put your phone on speaker in a public place. Remember, it's a conversation. It's supposed to be a private conversation. If you must put the phone on speaker, tell the person on the other end that I want to put the phone on speaker. There are people here. Then the person will know whether he accepts or not. Okay? So very, very important. Do not light up your screen in the dark when you're in places like cinemas and theaters. Now, you know those places are usually dark so that the audience or the movie screen can be well seen. So when you put on your phones that have with so much brightness, it distracts other people, okay? So in such places, dim the light of your phone if you must use it, okay? This one has to do with the safety of the phone itself, the protection of the phone itself. Do not place your phones on your laps. Yes, a lot of us are guilty of this. Now, the problem with that is that you can suddenly get up and the phone will go flat on the floor. Well, and before you know it, your screen is bad. Especially if you are using Samsung screen like me, you're in trouble, right? So please do not put your phones on your laps. Finally, we like our selfies, every moment. Piam, piam, piam. Now, our selfies, we like our selfies so much. Do not always take pictures everywhere. You are in a meeting, you are in certain places. If you must take pictures, ask for permission of the people around. Some people do not want their pictures taken, okay? So you ask them before you take such pictures. But don't always be so quick to take pictures. Sometimes sit down, enjoy the view, enjoy whatever it is you are doing rather than taking pictures. So those are the points I have on etiquette, mobile phone etiquette. Then I'm going to round it up with something that caught my attention when I read it from a site in the internet. It said, use your phone around others as you want others to use their phones around you. Yeah, more like the golden rule: do unto others as you want them to unto you. Okay, so what you would not like somebody to do to you, when they are using their mobile phones, do not do the same thing to other people while you're using your mobile phones. I think that is clear enough. So quickly, I will just rush through mobile phone privacy. It's a very long one, but I only put few points, just a very few points that I think will be vital for us, will help us. So number one, secure your lock screen. Yes, as you can see, the phone is locked. I think it locks in every 15 seconds, I think. Yes, I think that's how I programmed it. So you can either program it to lock, depending on, it can be minutes, can be seconds, but please lock your phone. Or you can just use the on off button. Turn off your phone. Phones these days are everything to us. You have your banking details there, you have a lot of things there, so it's your privacy. Keep it private. So secure your phone screen, okay, your lock screen. Then manage your location settings. Now this is very important for safety reasons, very important. Do not leave your location on always. Yes, there are certain things you want to do, you may need your location turned on, you turn it on. When you are through, please turn it off. When you leave your location turned on, it's easy for you to be traced. Yes, that's what will happen. People can easily trace you with your location turned on. So please try as much as possible, when you are not when it's not required, turn off your location settings, okay? Then I'm going to talk about limit app accessibility. Yes, all those many apps that you have in your phones are not necessary. Yes, most of them, almost all apps, when you download them, they will always ask allow allow Telegram access to your contacts, allow Telegram access to your images. Yes, almost all of them ask. And such for apps that are not safe, you're giving those details, you are causing more problems for yourselves, because what it means that a hacker can easily get a lot of things from your phones. So please be very careful. Limit app accessibility. That is one. Two, or rather another one, is stick to the official apps that are in your phone. You must not always be adding app. They talk about this app, you added it, this app is available, you add it. Stick to the official apps in your phone. Use them instead. Do not add every app that is out there, okay? Even some of the official apps on your phone, you should disable them. Yes, you should disable some of them, because they are not useful to you. They may not be useful to you. So disable them to help both the storage storage of your phone, or the memory of your phone, and also to limit outside access to your phones, okay? Then uninstall unused apps. Some of you have apps in your phone you've not used for 6 months, you've not used for 3 months. What are they doing in your phone? Uninstall them, so that there will be space for the apps that are more important, that are interesting, okay? Then two more. Do not save your passwords on your phone browser. Be very careful about that. Be very wary about that. Do not save your passwords on your phone browser. Instead, you could actually use a password manager to save your phone, okay? So these are some tips on mobile phone privacy that I think will help us, okay? But more importantly, I hope we got the etiquette part very well, so that we will know how to relate with people as regards mobile phones, okay? So that as we use our mobile phones, we'll not appear as being rude when dealing with other people, okay? So thank you very much for listening. I do believe that you have gained a thing or two, and I'll appreciate your comments, your questions in the comment section, okay? You are free to ask me whatever questions, and I'll be able to answer you as soon as I see it. So thank you very much, and do have a lovely evening.